Hey there, diehards. See what I did there? It's your favorite host and GM, Gary. We hope you're enjoying the show. If you are, please rate and review us on iTunes. It helps us get more subscribers and more listeners. And you want to share us that way. Anyway, we're here for another exciting episode. Want to give a quick thank you to our friends over at Midnight Syndicate. You can check them out at www.midnightsyndicate.com. And we also want to give another thank you to Sword Coast Soundscapes for setting that nice ambiance for our adventures. All right, enough chatting for me. Let's get to the episode. All right, and we're back for another episode of Die by the Sword podcast.
Hooray! I'm
Yay!
so excited.
It's been too long.
Things are heating up in Ravengrove.
Quite literally.
Because it's on fire.
The town hall is on fire.
Tried to tell you.
It's a sauna.
Nobody listens to the warrior.
Will our heroes be able to evacuate the townspeople? Find out next time on the Die by the Sword podcast.
Good episode, guys. So, as we left the episode last week, lots of heated arguments were going on in the town hall, and it was noticed that the lamps were starting to get brighter and brighter and brighter, and they exploded. So as those lanterns exploded, there are 5 red dots there on the map. Those represent the lanterns, and those squares are on fire.
No!
I told you so.
Is there anyone that is adjacent to one of those lamp squares?
Yes.
The only person who's adjacent to a square is Father Grimborough in the back.
Father Grimborough. So he is going to have to make a reflex save.
Go, Father.
Natural 19, so he's
Oh,
good.
nice. Good.
He moves
It's like-
out of the way.
And I'm happy because that means I can get him later.
You guys are just so mean to him.
The evil-looking priest is perfectly nice.
Yeah.
The evil-looking bad guy from Toy Story 2.
But, I mean,
Tell
Just
me
because
that.
he's old doesn't mean he's evil.
He's the one who
He's
insisted
also
on this
creepy-looking.
trap room for the meeting.
Well,
Well, it is the town hall.
you can
Where else do
totally-
they have meetings?
you can totally judge books by their cover. There's a summary, like, on the inside page. It's on the back, or on the little inside of the book jacket.
Only if there's a dust cover.
It's true.
So he avoids taking the 1d6 fire damage from the explosion.
does he look alarmed?
Yes.
He made a reflex save. Does that mean he's got his move action?
No, he just moved out of the way of the explosion at this point, and we are all rolling for initiative.
I saw that
Bum, bum,
coming.
bum, bum.
That could be worse.
14.
14.
Rodrick has a 9.
Roderick has a 9.
I
Sure
rolled
it's not
an
a
8.
1?
I rolled an 8, so
Sure it's not a
Thurskel?
natural one?
20.
20 for Thurskel. Vivian.
17. 17.
17.
you roll really well.
Yeah, just this character,
Yeah,
though.
none of your other characters, just this one.
All right. So Thurskel is up first. So like I said, what you see here is everything, those lanterns have exploded, and those spots are on fire. As each round continues, the fire will continue to spread.
And just to reset the visual scene, we're in the town hall. Rodrick, Thurskel, Vivian, and Kendra all in the front row of the town hall, and then there's just various villagers behind them. And up on stage is the 4 councilmen, and Father Grimborough is in the center of them behind a podium. And Zenobia is outside, full of I told you so's.
Watching it, and I'm rummaging through my pack.
So, I'm up at the front near the dais, and I see fire and I want to leave, but I also don't want to leave these people.
So you can either try to flee, where you have so many people behind you, you'd only be able to move at half speed, or you can try to put out the fires, or
I don't have anything to put the fires out with. I got holy water, but I ain't saving it. I'm not using it on fire.
there are like tapestries along the walls that you could grab to try to beat the fire down,
How about your robe?
or if there's any villagers nearby, a fire.
You could use them.
You could beat the villager on the fire.
Beat the fire out.
You could help them to get them
Strip
away from
their
the fire.
clothing
See,
off.
that's what I want to do, is help them get away from the fire.
You
You can
don't want to
also-
use them.
You can also start to move toward the door and try to direct everybody out the door.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to say, everybody follow me, and then head towards the door.
Okay. So that would be either a diplomacy or an intimidate check in order to get them to listen to you in
I
the,
think my
the panic.
intimidation is higher.
You probably put a point in that over diplomacy if you're Blood Rager.
And intimidate, it's a higher DC to intimidate than it is to diplomacy because they're already panicked.
Okay, well, I have a 7 intimidate.
That's
Okay.
a pretty good check.
That is pretty
That's
Nice.
pretty solid.
So, and then my diplomacy's 2. Because I'm pretty. I'm so pretty.
So,
Okay. Well, 7 plus 4 is 11.
That's not going to be enough.
No, but I'm still moving.
Okay. So you move half speed
Why do
And
I
is
move
it a
half
double
speed?
move?
because there are so many people running in and out of the space. It's basically kind of like difficult terrain.
I have a 40 movement speed.
Yeah, so if he double moves with his fast movement, he can still get out
Okay.
because of his 40-foot movement speed.
All right, and I'm going to stand by the door and just start yanking people out as soon as I get to the door. But I can't do that. I can't say that's my whole move. Yank the first person. I have to wait till my next turn, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
You do that next round.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is Vivian.
Vivian, still, I want to remind everyone, inebriated.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, she's drunk? I forgot.
Yep.
She's going to kind of look around real quickly, side to side, and she very much did not know what to do, but hearing Thurskel say, let's go this way, everyone get out, she's like, oh, right, that's absolutely what we need to do. And so she is going to follow suit, and she's going to do in her highest voice, like loudest, not highest, just little mouse squeak. She's going to call out, everyone head to the front door. Everyone go to the front door. Remember, there's only one door because this building's not up to fire code, so we all need to run that way. Well, don't run. Walk fastly. Don't panic. No stairwells. Don't use the elevators. Okay. And she's going to roll a diplomacy.
don't use the elevators. I like that.
So that's a 16 or an 18 if they think I'm pretty.
Well, about half of them, I'd probably say it's an 18. The other half would say it's a 16.
So I'm going to save all the men. Or some of the women, but mostly the men.
I mean, there might be some gay dudes in there that are like, she's all right. But anyway, that's enough to start getting them to funnel toward the door.
Excellent.
Okay.
She's going
So
to,
intense.
and she's going to actually go more upstream, swim upstream towards the council people to make sure they're getting out as well.
Okay.
She heads
Don't
up
put her
on.
near the fire.
She heads up on top of the stage.
What's the rise on the dais?
It's only like
A foot? 2
maybe,
feet?
maybe. It's really easy to get. There's like one step up.
It's like a step.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have to go around. She can just.
So did you stand behind the council people?
Yeah.
Okay.
She starts pushing them off the stage. You know what? She'll run up to Father Grimborough since
He's by fire.
yeah, but she wants to help him because he's helped her.
All right. Zenobia.
Out of my pack, I take 5 pitons and I throw 2 of them to Thurskel. And I take 2 and I say, spike the door open.
It's a full round action to retrieve an item from your pack.
Then I'll get my longsword and I'll shove it in the damn hinge, okay?
I mean, you can get the pitons out. You just have to wait until next round to give one to Thurskel.
I'm going to ask a stupid question. What's a piton?
It's
a spike.
just a spike that you tie rope to.
If I
Oh,
can't get
like
it
climbing
out,
gear.
if I
Gotcha.
can't get it out and open the door on this round, my character's bet is that other door is going to slam closed.
All right, so
That's what I would do if I was an evil mastermind trying to trap people in a burning room.
well, thank goodness you're not.
Thank goodness I'm not.
Yeah, so props
So
it
there you
open
go.
with her
So I
sword,
prop it open with my sword.
slams it into the ground.
So,
That's gotta look really cool. I imagine her bracing it, like just slamming it in through the hinges.
And does she say anything?
Bad words, Father Grimborough!
all right. So move all of the villagers 3 spaces toward the door.
So not Kendra. Okay, and Father Grimborough is moving separate, right?
No.
Oh,
I don't-
he's
I don't-
moving with them?
I don't have a separate initiative for him.
Okay, so that's just Vivian in the back by herself now.
Yep.
With the fire.
Nice. All right, Rodrick.
All right, Roderick's not particularly good at diplomacy or intimidate yet. However, he is going to roll a perception to start off, see what he can figure out about what's going on. Well done. That's a 23 perception.
Okay. 23 perception.
There's fire.
There's fire. And
Is there anything of note that he sees going on that might be relevant?
Is it magic fire?
That's going to be the knowledge arcana next that I roll.
Okay.
yeah, I would say you don't, with the perception, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary other than the place is on fire and these lamps just exploded. But you don't see anything that, like, mechanically that would have caused it.
All right, so he's headed up to here with Haunts, though, so he's pretty sure that's what's going on here, so he's going to roll knowledge arcana to see if he can find anything about that.
Okay.
And that's not as good. That's a 13.
13. It's enough to know, and that's using your bonus for haunts.
I'm sorry, 15 with the bonus.
Okay. It's enough to know this is not a haunt.
This is not a haunt. Oh, wow. That changes things.
Does he know what it is?
Not, with that roll, he doesn't quite know what it is, but he knows enough that this is not a haunt.
Sabotage.
2 thoughts I had, by the way, this week thinking about this fire. First one was Ghostbusters 2, that the anger was like the slime, or this fire was like the slime, the anger incited it, all that fun stuff, and then I wanted to sing Your Love. Da, 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 da.
Lifting me high.
So that was my first stream of consciousness about this room. my second thought I had earlier today was the fact that, fire, Harrowstone. How did Harrowstone get destroyed? Fire. Huh?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Connection.
All right. So, is it an action economy action to attempt a diplomacy? Is it like a standard action?
Yes.
Okay. Roderick's not going to do that. Instead, he's going to try to start putting out one of the fire closest to him. So Roderick's going to step up to the fire and attempt to start putting the one out that's closest to him. What are the mechanics for that?
So that will be a. Do you have water or anything you were trying to use to help it?
No, he doesn't at the moment.
Okay. So then this will be a combat maneuver check. So
Okay.
a CMB check.
Ooh, natural 19, 22.
All right. So you are able to put out that fire in that square.
Excellent. So he says, it's not an actual check to get people out. He's like, I got this one out. Everybody get out. We may be able to save the building.
All right. And as you do that, from either side,
Did I make a mistake?
Huge.
Oh no. Gary's grabbing more pawns.
Big mistake. Huge.
bursting through the tiny windows that are not big enough to get people through, are two
Am I
flaming
right?
are two flaming skulls.
Flaming skulls.
What?
Two flaming skulls.
What?
Yeah.
Shit's getting more intense, man.
And that one that is right there by Rodrick is going to attack.
Asshole.
This reminds me of that really old. Maybe it wasn't that old, but the cartoon of the little flame,
That's super old.
right?
Yeah. It's like a Warner Brothers cartoon, right?
Yeah, because I mean, there's an Animaniacs one, but this is the non-Animaniacs
What
one.
is it that splits them? They hit it with a fire. He hits it with a
An axe?
No, a tennis racket at one point.
Yeah.
You get a million of them.
I hit a flaming tennis ball with a tennis racket. That's not what happens. It melts the racket.
Why were you
That's
playing
in
with
real
the...
life, not in animation.
Because
life.
I am a boy, and boys did
Right.
stupid things.
Right.
Yeah, I
Did
mean,
you
I don't
ever,
know.
Did you ever do pipe bombs?
No, I'm not a terrorist.
Oh, see, you were in the wrong generation. In my generation, boys would make black powder bombs and go set them like
No,
our
but
Uncle Jack.
I'd hit bullets with a hammer.
Oh no!
Yeah.
That's very Texas of you.
That's very Texas of me. It's very stupid of me.
Don't do that, everyone listening.
There's a Bugs Bunny one with that too, where he's the bomb tester.
Yeah, no, it was
I've
essentially
been working on the railroad. You know?
to get the powder out,
Oh, yeah.
and then you just light the powder. That was the end game.
Jeez, yeah.
Used to light the powder, but we'd use like pliers to pull the.
Oh no, I
apart.
remember hitting it with a hammer.
I had a friend that I worked with who told me this long, prolonged story about making bigger and
Pipe
bigger
bombs.
pipe bombs. And they made the mother of all pipe bombs. And, we're drinking beer, driving it out to somewhere, a field in West Texas to set it off. And when they detonated it, it left an enormous crater. They drove home shivering, just thinking, we could have set this off with a static spark in the car and blown ourselves to smithereens. It was their last bomb.
The bullets were little, and to be safe, what we would do is remember to point the bullet away from you when you hit it with the
that makes
hammer,
it safer.
because it would go that way.
I mean, contrary to the bomb in the car, that bullet thing isn't actually quite as dangerous as you might think, because it's an equal opposite reaction thing. So
Yeah.
the force goes in both directions.
You have to hit the
primer.
the primer.
It's like even if it did go off, the force goes in both directions, and one of the reasons bullets travel so fast is the barrel. So if you don't have a barrel, it's not going like.
Richard's a nerd about everything.
Well, he's playing the right game.
Yep.
I bet you could do it so that you screwed it up and hurt yourself really, really
Oh yeah,
badly.
no doubt.
Absolutely.
Not one went off, and nobody got hurt. So
Don't do this at home.
But still, don't do it.
Don't
it's
do
still
it.
dumb.
All right, so
Get that attack roll on Rodrick.
here we go. Attack roll on Rodrick. So that is going to be a 7.
As low as my AC is, a 7 doesn't hit.
Ah, darn. All right, so the other one will move into the closest target there,
That is this council lady right here.
attacking the council lady
Oh no!
with a natty 19.
Oh, jeez.
Of course.
She is taken to -1 hit points.
Holy sh-
Oh,
so
wow.
she is
Whoa.
unconscious.
Wow.
Whoa!
We got it.
Fire hits real hard.
We got one down.
So that's those exciting things.
Wow.
Making this more fun.
It was all very exciting.
Told you not to put her near the fire.
I put her away from it.
Yeah,
it
you
just
did.
moved up close.
Yeah, you did.
Kendra,
What's she gonna do?
yeah, she legitimately has nothing that she can really do. So she's going to try diplomacy to help people keep moving.
Do your best, Kendra.
So actually,
Take out Father
Actually,
Grimborough.
instead of
To
that,
run over people.
Instead of that, she's going to head over to the council lady and, as a standard action, pick her up to carry her out.
That's gonna slow her way down.
It will,
Gonna slow her way down.
Better than letting her melt.
You don't know this lady.
but she does.
It's true.
You're the
true.
one who wanted to save people. Boy, you're totally schizophrenic.
If I save them outside. Look, there's gonna want to save them. I say let him burn.
Oh, and I have to retcon something. If his intimidate check was a standard action, he couldn't have moved that far.
Okay,
So move me out 20.
So you're there.
not quite as far. There we go.
So
Yeah.
That's better.
Good thing I didn't depend on him to spike any doors open.
So now it is the fire's turn. They spread one square,
The fire or the fire people?
the fire.
Rude. So does that mean it'll take that much more? Like you'd have to put out each square?
Yes.
No.
Okay, well that's a lost cause now.
So next up, did that engulf anybody?
No, the only thing that's engulfed is one of the skulls.
Gotcha. And he's perfectly fine because he's flaming.
He's
already.
not bothered by it.
He's fabulous. Anyway, Thurskel.
okay, so what Thurskel is going to do is, I guess, continue his journey.
Okay.
Is he gonna try to get people out again?
Yeah. Do I have to make another check?
Yes.
Okay, so I guess another intimidation because it's my best one. I said, get the out of here! And it's a 20.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Natural
Well
20
done.
or 20 altogether?
20 altogether.
Okay.
Very nice.
And then I move close to the door. I'm not outside. I'm still going to be inside to push them out.
Yeah, so most of the villagers are almost out of the building right now, but the council people, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
They still got a ways to go.
Yup.
So, you guys are helping the council. I'm helping these people. Zenobia is keeping the door open.
Yeah. All right. Vivian.
Vivian wants to roll a knowledge check on the fire babies.
Okay.
That's what I'm calling them because they're tiny.
Let's be knowledge religion.
Oh, right, they're skulls. I remember now. 20.
20. So these are burning skulls,
Very creatively named. All right.
which means they can basically, they are undead.
Okay.
They can slam into you, and if they do, you'll take damage from the bludgeoning and fire damage. They're immune to fire.
As we've already demonstrated.
Uh-huh.
Makes sense.
They kind of hover there because they're just a floating little skull.
It's so rude.
That's about all you know.
Are they to blame for the lanterns exploding?
Nope.
What?
They were attracted by it.
So there's no haunt, and the skulls aren't to blame either.
How do they hurt you? Do they breathe
They
fire
slam.
on you? They slam you. Okay.
How? I'm really curious about that, but I don't think Vivian's paying attention to that idea at this point. Okay. Vivian is going... And how bad was that council lady? She's
She's at -1.
okay.
So she's fine, unless she has like a 6 constitution. She's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm just gonna do like, okay, Kendra's got her. Vivian is going to run, seeing the fire expand on the dais. She knows she can't take care of that, so she's going to run forward and put herself in between. There's Kendra and another council person, and she's putting herself between those two people and the fire skull, flaming skull. And she's going to channel positive energy to harm undead.
Okay.
Nice.
Is she within range to get both, or just
No,
the one?
unfortunately
Nah.
she's 5. Unfortunately, she's 5 feet too far to hit the other one.
Yeah,
Okay.
but she really doesn't want to leave these people vulnerable.
Gotcha.
So that's what that decision is about. 4 points.
Oh wow.
Say 21 on the will save.
Yeah, so 2 points.
I
You're so
wish-
rude, Gary.
Yeah, I really wish you hadn't saved. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't help it.
Yeah, whatever, Gary.
I'm just good at rolling things.
Rolls ahead.
Well, she also gave it a new target, so hopefully we'll leave the councilwoman alone.
Yes.
Zenobia.
So, I moved before all these council people, huh? Can
You
I-
probably don't even know. Like, can she see that 2 flaming skulls erupted?
You can do a perception check to see if you notice the skulls come in.
I don't care.
Okay.
It's irrelevant to me at the point. I'm focusing on the door because I can see, I presume as these people moved, I can see this erupt.
Yeah, the fire's
Get
spreading.
bigger.
That
right?
fire get bigger, yeah.
And the doors are open this way,
Out.
out.
Yes.
And I've got this one propped open so it's not going to snap behind me. Can I move here?
To the end of the building? Are you
Moving-
outside?
She's moving
Inside.
inside of the building to the corner.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, you're half speed right now because you're going in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
because you're
going-
swimming upstream.
Furthest you could actually move is right here.
Okay.
So Zenobia moves into the building,
So I have so that's 15 feet?
You have medium armor, so you can only move 20 feet.
so you can only move 10
10
feet.
feet. Okay. But I can see the fire.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to throw one of my holy water vials
Okay.
at this patch of fire.
All right. And that's going to be AC 5 to hit that square.
So what does that mean? I just have to get a 6?
A 5 or higher.
Natural 20.
Oh.
You really put that fire out.
Yeah.
All right.
need to confirm? Will
I
confirm
mean, there's
that?
not really-
There's not
critical
really
on that.
anything to confirm, but because it is a natural 20, I will say you put out 2 squares instead of just 1.
Very
Okay,
nice.
fair enough. The 2 squares closest then to me are now out.
Awesome.
Very nice, Zenobia.
I thought you were going to get caught by the rules lawyer, and I have an idea for a drop. Whenever you're about to explain the rules, play the People's Court.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good.
That is funny.
Okay,
All
whose turn is it?
right. Next up is the people. People versus the fire. So, because of the combined diplomacies and intimidations of Thurskel and Vivian, they can move 6 squares now instead of
Oh, that's
just 3.
cool.
Oh, wow, that's basically enough for them to get out.
Mhm.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 more villagers out. And
What about...
Yeah, he's got enough to get out, though. So everyone is out, basically. The council is almost out. They're right at the front door. The only people that are left inside are Rodrick, Vivian, Kendra, and the incapacitated councilwoman that Kendra's holding.
And Thurskel.
And Thurskel, but he's also with the council group at the front.
He's ushering,
Yes.
He's ushering them out, yes.
All right.
yelling at them, GTFO! GTFO!
Giving them the little church programs afterwards.
There's
Right.
a fire!
No, he's getting him back.
Yeah, taking them back so he can recycle them.
Okay. So, Rodrick, it is now your turn.
All right, Rodrick yells out, "The fighter is a lost cause. We can't put it out fast enough." And so he draws his warhammer and takes a swing at the skull right in front of him.
Okay.
Do. There we go. Natural 18, so it's a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right.
Very good.
Do. 1. So 4 damage.
4 damage.
4 damage.
Okay. It is still floating.
All right, and then that was a move action to draw, standard action to attack. So he's just going to take a 5-foot step closer to the center of the building.
All right. So, next up are the skulls. So, one will attack Rodrick, and the other will attack Vivian.
Yeah, Roderick's still adjacent to it, even though he moved 5 feet.
So, skull number 1, which is attacking Rodrick. 13.
That will miss.
All right. And then the one attacking Vivian. 17.
Come on, Gary. I have a 16 AC. You jerk.
I rolled a natty 16.
I want to hear it.
You wanna-
Stupid skull.
You want to appear it?
I don't want to hear it.
Oh. You should have said I want to appeal that into the courtroom thing.
Objection to fiery skulls being in the courtroom.
So you guys are making these jokes, and for some reason I keep hearing Danger Zone in my head instead of whatever you...
Instead of the People's Court. That was why if I vote, sounds like to me.
Yes. All right. So Vivian takes 2 points of bludgeoning damage and 1 point of fire damage.
I'm immune to fire.
That's a lie.
Roll a
Bluff check.
sense motive.
Objection.
Objection.
Here,
Perjury is against the law.
bluff check.
You are under oath.
Bluff check. Natural 14.
Aren't we all under oath?
Natural 14.
Yes, you are all under oath.
Boo.
Oh no. I object to that. Fun. Okay.
Overruled.
We're oathed.
Next up is Kendra.
I have a question.
Yep.
Since basically everybody's out of the building now, does she have full movement again, or half movement now that she's helping carry someone?
Half movement because she is carrying somebody.
But the crowd is no longer an obstruction.
Yes. So she will start moving toward the door.
We've said it before, but Kendra obviously lifts.
Yeah, we talked about it with the chest. All
Yeah.
right, so yeah, she's almost out the door as well
Oh, yeah.
with the incapacitated councilwoman.
Very good.
Who was talking
She's
about her
very
chest?
strong.
Roderick was.
All right. So next up is the fire. We'll spread again. 1 more square.
Yikes. Yeah, I was like, hey, maybe we can put this fire out. And then I saw that all 5 points are expanding. There's no way that we can put this out. Like, I think,
Where's mine? Am I in it?
yes. Vivian is now caught in one of the flames that burst out.
All right. So, with the fire expanding, Vivian gets a reflex save.
Oh no. Ooh, natural 18.
All right. So, no damage from the fire. You're able to move out of the way.
I'm very
Wait,
happy to
if
hear
it's a
that.
reflex save, does she take half damage?
No, the way this one's written.
Okay, cool.
That makes me happy.
Thank goodness.
Relatively. I'm still in a burning building, and that's terrifying.
And you've taken a little damage, right?
We're going to get everybody out,
Yes.
so that's good.
Yes.
That's basically a done deal that everybody's out.
Thurskel.
Their skill is going to... He's going to draw his hammer and hold.
Okay.
So he wants to make sure everyone's out, and if the monsters come... Also, he wants to be in the exact center of the room, because that fire is spreading pretty quick.
He was already in the zone.
Okay, yeah.
So you're holding an action to attack if one of the skulls comes at you?
Yep.
All right.
All right. Vivian.
Okay, now that all the immediate potential victims are out, she's going to move in the middle so that she can get both undead in her channel blast.
she can get both from there, and she's also on her way out of the door.
All right, so
That's great.
Vivian's just in the middle of the room now. Huzzah. 4 points.
All right. One takes 2. One takes 4.
Which one? Which?
That one on the far side.
The one that I was near that I've walked away from.
Yep. He is still standing, and the other one is dead.
Okay, so
cool.
the one that Rodrick was hitting is now dead?
Yes.
Very
Okay.
awesome.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. Zenobia.
I'm going to wing another bottle of holy water at this one that's regenerated, just to try and keep this corner
Away from the
away from everybody
townspeople.
trying to get
This
out.
corner here?
Yes,
Okay.
this,
All right, just roll your
these
ranged
two.
attack roll.
6.
That's enough.
That's enough. It's a 5.
All right, so that square is no longer on fire. Are you going to try to make your way out now?
There's
'Cause-
two squares. He gave me two squares.
That was
Sure.
because you
Because you got
crit
a
last
20.
time.
Yeah, you got
that was
an
because you
extra
crit
20.
last
Ah,
time.
got it.
He was being a benevolent god.
That's
Yes.
right. I had forgotten already. So yeah, and then I'm going to take whatever step I can towards the door,
Don't call Perry a god. It'll go to his head.
but I don't want to block
He knows I
anybody
didn't
from
mean
getting out.
That's fine. People can move through your square anyway.
All right, good.
All right, so she put out a little bit more of the fire, and she's making her way out. So the only person left deep in the building is Rodrick. That won't last long.
Nope. All right. So next up is the townspeople. So they'll continue to move out,
Everybody has enough movement to get out now. So
except for the Grimborough.
He doesn't get past me, Gary. Okay.
Okay.
I snag him by the arm. Say, "Stand with me, priest."
We're gonna do that because he's on his way out the door. You could do it as an attack of opportunity to try to grapple him to stop him.
I
Does he
would do
pass
that.
fire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grapple him.
Tackle the old man.
18.
Ooh.
that'll do it. All right, so grapple of opportunity is a flavor
I have to say,
rule, but we'll go with it.
"Stand with me, priest."
You just grab like his forearm, his elbow.
Yes, with the pinchy grab.
Oof.
Oh,
Because he was talking in church.
Something like that.
To which, at the grapple, he responds, "What? Are you insane? This building is on fire."
And we'll stand here until all of my friends are out.
Zenobia has issues.
Old man noises from Father Grimborough. He's gonna belch next. Oh, damn, Carrie! Oh, no.
Okay, after Zenobia, who's next?
At this point, I brace him against the wall and say, "Don't do that."
That was really gross.
Next up is Rodrick.
So Rodrick is up. Richard is very confused as to what Zenobia is up to, but Rodrick can't see it because he's in the middle of a burning building and there's a wall in the way. So he is going to cast Disrupt Undead at the remaining skull across the room. It is now off on its own and there's nobody surrounding it. Does it hit touch AC?
No.
Okay, I didn't think it did. Okay, he says, damn it! And then he starts making his way. And he just looks at Vivian and says, I tried! And he's almost out of the building now.
All right.
He yells at her as he runs past her. "I'm out of here now. I tried. Bye."
Your responsibility. Bye.
So the last remaining skull.
Wait, has Kendra gone yet?
Nope, she's at the end of the round. Last remaining skull will move to the closest target.
That would be Vivian.
All right. And go for another slam attack.
I don't think you should do that.
It's just so rude.
But that's what he's going to do anyway. 19.
Gary. Stop it.
2 points of bludgeoning damage. And 1 point of fire damage. I'm a little low on the fire.
Please tell me Vivian's still standing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, so 2 points of bludgeoning and how much fire?
1.
So 3 points again?
Yes.
Okay. Vivian is still standing. However, you notice, or no one notices. Well, Thurskel will notice because he's standing next to her. But at that last hit, Vivian looks visibly shaken and very alarmed by what has happened.
Ooh, why is she shaking?
Because she has the drawback sheltered. Whenever I have less than half my maximum HP, I am shaken.
That fits your character perfectly.
What does shaken do?
It's a -2 on everything.
Okay.
On all rolls.
Wait, what about your HP? When it's what?
When my health goes below half my maximum.
Okay, half. Okay.
So my maximum is 9 right now, and I took 6. I've taken 6 points of damage. So she's just like, oh man, this is serious.
If this wasn't fire, she'd be bloodied. She's starting to get crispy.
She's singed.
Oh, split ends. No!
But the fire's got the wounds all... The fire's cauterized all the wounds, so
Yep.
she's not bleeding.
Not bleeding.
All right, so she's going to channel once more.
Hang on, not your turn yet.
Oh, damn.
She got so excited.
Next up is Kendra, actually.
Should be your turn.
She's just taking the councilwoman out.
Yes.
All right.
Taking her out. She dead.
What? Really?
Kendra murdered her.
Is she really?
No.
Oh.
It was just the choice
Takes
of
it there.
words.
I've just. You didn't pass my zoning bill.
There's been a pothole on my road for 6 months.
I really wanted a taco stand there, and you denied it.
My house is haunted now. I have to kill you.
It's
Wouldn't be haunted if we had the taco stand.
Exactly. All right. Thurskel. Actually, first, before that happens, the fire spread.
Okay,
again.
fortunately, we're all still away from it, but the only people left in the building are Rodrick, Thurskel, and Vivian, and the last remaining fire skull. But we are all mercifully not within range of the expanding fire.
We'll just say, be glad I didn't add in the smoke inhalation mechanics.
Oh no.
I am glad you didn't add that in.
Well, can I see that she's shaken?
Roll a sense motive.
Sense motive. So what do I add to the sense motive?
If you don't have any
Sense
poison in
motive.
it, just wisdom.
Just wisdom? Oh, that's terrible for Thurskel.
He is not wise, but he's very strong.
So he says.
Oh, I have 0 points in it.
So what'd you roll?
13.
That's still probably enough.
Yeah.
She's not hiding it.
Yeah, you see her, like, literally shaking. Like, she's just quivering now. Like,
Can I pick her up and leave?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she wouldn't resist, so yeah.
So I'll take her.
Zoop. And
Move half speed.
half speed, and you're just outside the door now. And there's the only person left in the building is Rodrick.
And the building collapses.
oh no.
You're an asshole, Gary.
Vivian.
Vivian and Shaken's just a -2 to everything.
Correct.
Yes.
Any D20 rolls.
Okay, so is she still within 30 feet?
Yes.
Okay, so she absolutely lets Thurskel just carry her out, and she's, I imagine he's a sack of potatoes to her, so she's kind of watching and seeing the flaming thing going as she's being ran away.
If she's sack of potatoes, I imagine her head is like to his back, so
Yeah.
as she's going out, she's gonna channel.
Like, yeah, exactly. She's like, ah, and so she's channeling over Thurskel's shoulder. And,
I like that
and her
scene.
butt's near Thurskel's face.
All right.
It's a beautiful scene.
And it had 1 hit point left, so.
And
Kind of like her twerk.
I just want to know, I want you to know I rolled 6.
So you really fried that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and then just to speed things along, Rodrick goes before the fire expands.
Yes.
Okay, so Rodrick gets out. So everybody's out of the building now, and these skulls are dead.
Are we out of initiative?
We are out of initiative, unless y'all want to continue an initiative to try to put the fire out.
I mean,
No, that's a lost cause.
I want to, are there buildings?
I want to close the doors.
Okay.
At least cut off.
Yeah, cut
what
off the
we
oxygen. Are there
can.
buildings
If we could
near
do
the
it-
town hall? Like, what's
Uh,
surrounding the town hall?
It does have buildings nearby, but there's enough space between that it's not going to catch anything
So, here's the thing.
immediately.
If we didn't have to roll to put the fire out, I'd say let's give it a try. But the fact that we have to roll to put the fire out, like, that's going to be a failure chance in addition to trying. So
Yeah.
it's just going to spread fast and we can put it out.
So,
Rodrick, oblivious to what Zenobia's been up to, looks at Father Grimbo and is like, see if any of your clerics can come help. Maybe they have create water.
that is a good idea.
Give the order. Have one of your priests do it. I need to talk to you.
As a GM, I'm going to roll a percentile die, and if I roll above 50, then a few of the townspeople have enough mental capacity during this event to start going to the river and gathering water to bring back to put the fire out. If I roll below 50, they're still panicked.
I like it. I like that roll.
That works.
70.
Oh, nice.
Very
so
nice.
they're going to go help. Thank
They've
you.
seen
Thank
this
you all.
before. They've seen a whole prison burn down. They know how to deal with fire.
Exactly. My point exactly earlier.
And Father Grimborough will tell one of the councilmen there to, Councilman Hearthmount, would you mind going over to the temple to inform them to come help with this fire while apparently I have this conversation with our guests?
It doesn't sound exciting.
And the councilman says,
He's the grim one that didn't...
I'm almost dead anyway.
Yeah, he's almost dead.
It's like, all right.
All right, fine.
He's like,
because we'd send the slowest person.
I was going to say he goes
in
at
the
quarter
emergency
speed.
room.
He
Well,
goes
we
at-
didn't send the unconscious lady.
We
Speaking
send
of which, how's she doing?
Tim
Did-
Conway as old man over to the. Said Vivian, go see to the councilwoman. She does not look well.
What?
And then see to yourself.
What? Okay. And Vivian kind of stumbles off to where Kendra and the passed out lady are, and she kneels down next to her and does another channel to heal both them and herself.
Okay.
And Roderick's busy dusting himself off, like really amazed that he didn't get hurt at all in that whole situation.
Yes.
It's a shame that building is lost.
Rodrick,
3 points.
Thurskel,
3 points. Got it.
to me, please. So I'm walking him over with the pinchy movement.
Yeah, let's go to the trees to the left.
Right there.
Yes,
Oh, that's where we're at. Oh.
yes.
Perfect.
So you're between.
Pinche.
You're currently between the town hall and the outward end.
Okay.
So Roderick has a very confused look on his face.
And I make sure that you're on the side shielding me from people's vision. And I don't touch the priest, but I get really, really close to him and said, I haven't trusted you from the beginning, and now you try to kill me and all my friends, and your own townspeople. Who put you up to this?
Excuse me, I did not try to kill anybody.
So you brought us all in for this trap that you knew ultimately you would get out of?
I had no idea I would get out of this.
It looks to me like it all originated on you.
Zenobia, stand down.
You are not my boss.
Yes, but I've known the good father for many years.
So, am I to mistrust you also?
The enemy is in Harrowstone. It is not out here. If we are going to succeed in this mission, we need the support of the town, especially the good father. We cannot be making enemies out of the living while we have to fight the dead.
Do not worry about me making enemies of him. You need to worry about making an enemy of me.
If we are going to continue, I need to know that I can trust you. If not, we will find someone else.
Trust. I'm the one who has been trying to seek our safety. You've been trusting these people who've led you to nothing but traps.
But I know them, and
You've been
don't.
led to an empty crypt by a fake? I don't know that I can trust you. I trust myself. I'll leave this man go now, but I swear to you, priest, if anything happens to me or anybody in this party, even silly old Rodrick, you'll answer to me.
Everybody that is surrounding the tree over here, make a will save.
It's not too bad.
No.
14.
That's
So
what-
6 on the die minus 1.
It's on your
is
combat
fine.
page.
Okay.
12.
12? Alright. So
All right, before we have to do this will save, Thurskel just looks back and forth between you as you're arguing. He leans over to Father Grimbro and goes, awkward.
well, as you lean over Tim to do that, you see him reach toward his neck. He's got a spiral necklace around his neck, and that's what he touches. And it emanates a pulse, which is what the will save was, and he casts Calm Emotions.
Oh, wow. It's a good spell to cast.
What if I was already calm, though?
Then you're
Then
still calm.
You're really calm.
You're stoned.
You're stoned.
Oh, wow.
We're just one with the universe right now, man.
Yes.
Did anyone...
They call them fingers, but have you ever seen them fing?
Did everyone fail?
Everyone failed.
So Roderick can't be mad at Zenobia anymore.
And Zenobia cannot be mad at Father Grimborough.
I doubt that. Zenobia can be mad.
Her
at
eyes are
anything.
still mad.
Roderick just looks at... I think you should save it for Harrowstone. And he's like smiling as he says it.
Yes, next month when we're in Harrowstone.
Yes. I completely understand why you would be angered by the events that have happened here. But I need you to know that I am on your side. I am trying to save this town, and I'm trying to make sure you are as prepared as possible.
Tip for the future. Have a second exit in any room you go into.
I did not build the town hall.
Hire a fire marshal.
Hire a fire.
We will look into that. That is not my choice to make. I will talk to the council.
I'm really enjoying Father Grimborough's voice after smoke inhalation.
It's back to
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson. Thank you.
I'm sure Roderick and Thurskel are kind of like high-fiving now. They're like, hey, man, we're cool, right?
Oh, we're totally cool.
We're cool, right?
Yeah, no. You just need to check if you're cool with her. I mean, it was really harsh what you said to her.
Yeah, Father Grimborough suggests, while we deal with the events that have happened here, my suggestion is to go to the outward end for a drink. It's on me.
Alcohol will help the situation, I'm sure.
So,
Yeah, man.
That'll
like,
calm my temper.
did we accomplish anything? Like our mission? Mission accomplished?
Well,
AP's over.
I believe that you're ready to start heading toward Harrowstone in the morning.
I was going to say, not right now.
Oh, yeah. No, let's get shit-faced.
I didn't know. I thought we were going tonight. I was saving a lot of spells.
Nope. Vivian's not.
No, listen, I don't know how many times I have to say, spooky ghosts. There are spooky ghosts on there.
We're not going at night.
Not at night.
So y'all are having kumbaya by the tree, and Vivian was left with this mob of townspeople. Are they calm now?
No, they're all panicked.
I thought they were calm.
They were putting the fire out.
It was only a 20-foot radius around.
They were putting a fire
So
out. They were all
No, not from calm emotions, but you said that you rolled to see if they were
You said
still...
it was like half of them.
Half of them had enough mental capacity to go start trying to
So
put
there's
the
some
fire
people
out.
that are helping with the fire. There's these other ones that are panicked. Vivian healed the chick that was unconscious. Is she back up?
Yes, she is back up.
Okay. So at that point, Vivian healed herself too. She's, swing. I know, that's not a good.
Try it again.
Thurskel
It's probably the
nudges
wrong sound
Rodrick
effect.
again. Swing.
That's not a good
Nice.
channel noise. That's better. A nice glowing light comes from her hair clip, and if anyone else was injured, they're feeling good too. They're feeling full of positive energy.
Aw.
And after she does that, she feels calmer. She's not shaken anymore, and she kind of takes a deep breath. All right. And she kind of looks around at the panicked people, and she gathers her senses, stands up, and she's like, Everyone, please calm down. If there's anyone that's able to, please go help the others. Grab some water to wet the ground around here. We do not want this fire to spread throughout our beautiful town, your beautiful town. I'm feeling so connected right now. Okay, so let's get going. And she'll roll another diplomacy. Not as good. She must still be feeling shaken. 11 or 13.
The half.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm sorry. 9 or 11.
Wow, that math is so good.
I was reading concentration, which is right above diplomacy on my sheet. So I would have done well if I was combative.
Try being married to her.
So basically, they all turn and look at you and don't do anything else.
Well, that's good enough. At least they're calmer.
Like, who this bitch?
Hey, at least they're not panicking. They're all focused now.
This is true.
Yeah.
So have the cleric showed up?
Yes.
All right, so if there's nothing else going on, Roderick's going to help try to get water over to help do what he can to save the building in a very zen state.
It's very calm.
It's like, hey man, fighting fires, it's like a metaphor, you know?
It only lasts like a couple minutes, but
That's enough time to put out a fire. Or at least start putting out a
to
fire.
start putting it out.
Then his calmness goes and he's just like, fire!
So how does the building on fire play out?
Basically, enough people are there to help and bring water in that it's got massive structural damage, but it's not a complete loss.
The mud wattle got damaged.
Yeah, Roderick. It's like,
Walls started
it's
melting.
like, man, what a loss. What happened? Yeah, I guess he asked Father Grimborough. Like,
Yeah.
have you seen lanterns explode like that?
Can we go in now that the fire's out and look at where the lanterns were?
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's probably still a little smoke around. There might be a few spaces where you can tell there's still embers there, but
And step on them.
yeah, prevent the fire from spreading
I'm
again.
gonna roll a 13 perception on those lanterns. I'm sure
Okay.
that tells me everything.
It tells you there used to be a lantern there.
All right. What
I was
rolls?
looking for more than that, Gary.
Looking over the scene, what can I roll?
This is mostly going to be a knowledge arcana.
Can I roll a new one? I already rolled it once. Now that the fire's out.
Let me give me one.
Does that give me a new chance?
Detect magic.
You can do detect magic. There's no magic emanating from here. Even Father Grimborough rolled knowledge arcana as well.
Do I get to roll again?
Yeah, I'll say you can do it combined as you're talking with him.
Same exact roll, 13.
18 for Father Grimborough.
Oh, wow. I think I ate him, maybe.
Yeah, so that makes it a 20.
What do you think, Father?
I'm beginning to think that the 5 primary prisoners at Harrowstone have attached to the eldritch energies surrounding this town. They latched on to the anger that was expressed here and used that as almost like a portal to reach through to the lanterns here.
And at the mention of anger, Roderick looks out like one of the burnt down walls at Zenobia.
If you'll also notice, there were only 5 lanterns that exploded. 5 prisoners.
Yes. It seems that all things that have been happening are tied to those 5 prisoners.
So, I do believe that should be your primary mission at Harrowstone, is to stop those 5.
Where were they buried?
They weren't buried.
They just burned up in the prison?
Yes, their remains are still on the grounds of the prison.
See.
I don't know if there's anything else to do here in the burnt down building.
There's nothing else I can tell. I mean, that's the most information that I can give you based on what I've seen.
Based on what I rolled on my knowledge.
I did my best, Father, but I did not roll very well.
It is all right. I rolled for you here.
Hopefully I roll better in Hearthstone.
I hope so, because I will not be there.
Come on.
I think I'm better served here.
Coward.
I'm old.
It's going to be fun on a bun.
Alright, so are we heading to the Outward Inn now? What's Vivian up to?
Vivian's still trying to coax all these townspeople. Have they started to disperse?
Yes.
Okay.
Why are we going to the Outward Inn again?
Free drinks?
Well, nobody wants to go to Harrowstone at night, so apparently we're sleeping at the Outward Inn and going in the morning, so that another letter can be drawn on the memorial.
How? Wait, hold on. Why would we sleep at the
Why don't we just go to
inn?
Kendra's?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going
No,
to
we were
Kendra's.
going to the inn because Father Grimborough bought y'all drinks.
Yes.
Yeah. Shot, 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 shot.
It's also closer. So,
it is right next door.
yeah, as we're walking over there, Rodrick is kind of hanging back and kind of grabs Thurskel by his shoulder, looking at Zenobia walking ahead of us. Says, "What do you think her problem is?"
I think her arm is on too tight. I don't know much about her, but she seems very untrustworthy. Not untrustworthy. Untrusting.
Yes.
Mom's nodding her head in agreement.
Do you think she got attacked by spooky ghosts?
I'm
Could be.
I'm no psychologist. It was not one of my studies, but perhaps she was betrayed by someone
I mean,
in the past.
A ghost.
weren't we all, though? I mean, come on.
I mean, I wasn't.
Oh, well, look at you, Mr. Charmed Life. I have no knives in my back. My name is... I was about to call you Richard.
My name's Rodrick.
my
I
name's
know all
Richard.
the rules.
I would imagine Vivian was probably never betrayed, if I had to guess.
No, Vivian. No, nobody would ever betray her. She's just a lovely young girl.
Well, perhaps she doesn't know if she was betrayed.
Probably not. She's kind of naive, don't you think?
At that point.
Maybe a little.
And as you're saying that, Vivian walks up behind you, catching up from the crowd, and she's just
Hey,
like,
Viv.
"Hi, how are you? I haven't seen you guys since we were in a burning building together.
You mean 10 minutes ago? I know, it's been so long.
It's been a long 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a very long 10 minutes.
It's been a long day.
How are you?
Oh, I've been better. But I've been worse, so 50-50?
Have you been worse since before you came to Uslav?
No. No. No! What kind of question is that? I apologize. For him.
I don't understand the question.
It's okay. Come on, dear.
Okay.
We're getting free drinks.
Oh, I feel a little sick from earlier. I don't...
Hair of the dog. Come on, I'll get you a sea breeze.
So we've checked in with our three characters. How is Zenobia reacting?
Did she hear us talking? Did you hear the girls gab?
She doesn't care.
Does she go drink? Does she
always takes a free drink.
Does she max out the father's tab?
You bet.
Also, is this...
You bet.
Also,
she just watches.
Is this father's money coming from the
Oh, yep, the poor box.
the offertory?
No. He does have some money saved up.
I do get out my whetstone and I start
Sharpening your
sharpening
weapon
my weapon.
in the bar?
In the bar.
Is she more distant from the party now?
I'm sitting at the same table.
Okay.
I'm not sitting with any of these villagers.
She hates you the least.
She hates me the least.
That's true.
She probably hates me the most at this moment.
That's true, too.
Don't hate you, just don't trust you.
So, we're in the bar. You bought... Thurskel, you bought Vivian a sea breeze, or you got her one?
Yes.
I think she drinks it, kind of cringes a little bit because her player doesn't like grapefruit juice.
And as you drink it, you hear seagulls.
She's like, she looks around very alarmed.
You should have detected magic before you drink it.
It's another haunt! Give them baloney!
She gets hit with a big splat.
Oh no, it pooped on her.
Whenever we would go to the beach and feed seagulls, I'd always want to feed the one with one leg more. Because I felt bad for it.
I wouldn't want to... That's... a seagull to me is worse than a pigeon.
They are worse than pigeons.
They are more dangerous than pigeons.
But I
I'd
hate
say.
grackles the most.
Oh, grackles
I
are
love
so
grackles.
funny.
They're so cute and stupid.
Yeah.
You-
And the boys are always just like, hey, lady.
Their
hey,
feathers
babe.
are always fluffled up, and they're kind of bouncing around the ladies.
And they're just like, please go away.
I hate them because of the noise they make and how many of them are in a group, and they are the poopiest birds.
But they're stupid tiny crows, and they're the best.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a crow.
I like...
But they're stupid and tiny.
So Vivian is sitting there and she's drinking her drink and she's calm, but she's more quieter than you've seen her. And she looks at Zenobia and tells her, Zenobia, that was a very dangerous situation.
Yes, it was.
I got very hurt in there.
What happened? I wasn't able to see.
Got headbutted by a flaming skull. Twice.
Ooh, that must have hurt.
It did.
I can't really explain the sensation. You get headbutted by a flaming skull. It's a one-of-a-kind experience.
But you survived,
Guess so.
and you beat it.
I'm not used to these types of things.
Well, I'm afraid you've been dropped into these sorts of things by your boss, your leader, who knew exactly what was awaiting him. You're going to have to find your strength inside you, like we all do whenever we face a battle. There's going to be more to come, and most of them even scarier than being headbutted by a flying skull.
Vivian's eyes get really big at that, and she takes another swig of her drink. I don't know if my master knew what would have awaited him, and I don't know how he would have handled it. The clergy of Shaylin were not warriors. We're here to spread beauty in the world.
Still, you carry a battle glaive,
Yes.
and you're taught to use it. So, in your ancient times, there must have been more combat than you are currently prepared for.
The Eternal Rose, she does know how to wield it, and she has gone into battle herself. You're right.
Well, that's who you must seek out first and foremost. And know that this is a situation where you need to kill or be killed.
It's not as difficult a choice when there's such evil.
Exactly so. And don't forget, we're going into a land of haunts. These are not living creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Look upon it as setting them free. That's what I do. I try and set as many of them free as possible.
She absolutely responds to that and kind of sits up a little more, and she's like, "Yes, do you think that's what happens? Is that what we're doing?" And she's saying it kind of urgently. "Is that what we're doing?"
Perhaps. That's what I believe.
That would be good. I would like to think that too. I would like to believe that too. Yes. Okay. And she takes another drink and puts it down, and she says, "I'm gonna sleep in the chapel tonight."
Okay, Thurskel.
Good move.
Thurskel is at a table with the council. They're all around him, and he says, "So you take the gold piece, and you bounce it on the table, and if it lands in the glass, the other guy drinks."
Playing quarters.
Yes.
I'm glad Thurskel's taking this so seriously. Conversely,
You'd use a copper, probably. That.
Oh yeah, a copper.
Rodrick, he's sitting, head slumped over, his long black hair is drenched with sweat, so it's got that curly wet look, and it's draped over the front of his face, and he's not sitting alone per se, he's just not sitting with Zenobia.
So it's like, speaking of the crow,
Yeah.
you look like the crow.
Yeah. I think I know what you're referencing, so we're gonna go with
The
it.
crow.
So, but he's looking pretty down. He's emotionally beat up, the loss of the town hall, the fighting within the party's trust that we've lost with the father. His father is really good at keeping the town together that he grew up in, and he's feeling like a failure that he can't keep this party together and the town together the way his father could.
So Rodrick sees himself as a leader, right?
He'd like to, but he's failing right now.
What a loser.
I'm sure that's what Vivian thought.
Vivian didn't think that. Noelle did.
So, Vivian, I'm going to go try and make up with Rodrick. He's looking pretty sad over there. We have to be together before tomorrow. So, I get a nice big couple of carafes of the local ale and go over and slap one down in front of Rodrick. Rodrick, we need to talk.
Yes, we do.
I'm sorry I was so brusque earlier with the father, but
What was that all about?
I don't trust him. He's so nice all the time. He was never nice to me when I needed him to be nice, so I just don't trust him. Every time he's around, something bad happens to me anyway. So, that being said, I want you to know that I love Professor Lorimer, and I know he loved you. He spoke about you a lot. I don't know you, and all I have to go on is that Professor Lorimer loved you and trusted you. So, I pledge my sword to you just like I pledged it to him. That doesn't mean I trust you, but it also means I'm not going to fight you. I have no interest in killing humans, or the living, for that matter. I'm interested only in releasing the undead from their burden forever.
Well, that is good to know. What was concerning me was Heatherstone is going to be very dangerous and potentially deadly, and we need to know that we can trust each other while we are in there. We need to act as a cohesive unit, and I'm concerned that rifts and personality conflicts may weaken our ability to succeed.
I share your fears. I think we're going into something very dangerous. Of course, we must act as a unit as much as we can, considering we're a very new group. But I want you to know, I think our first obligation has to be to protect our innocent Vivian, who I don't even know why she's here. I think it was a cruel thing that her priest sent her. It's why I don't trust priests, Rodrick. They're always trying to do something horrible to you.
Well, I had started trusting you right away based on your recommendation from the professor, because I trusted the professor very much. And if he trusted you, then I trust you. And for what it's worth, I trust Father Grimborough. I've known him not super well, but well enough to know that his intentions are good, and that, more importantly, we need his support to succeed.
We'll see. I don't. I just need his holy water. Let's drink up. Tomorrow's a long day.
And then in the distance,
Oh, you have to drink.
There's a random dwarf over there that's stumbling. Like, I can hold my liquor.
in your hands, not in your belly, in your gullet.
Wait, where'd my beard go? Nope, but where'd my beard go? I can't feel my beard.
And Thurskel takes a rabbit pelt and puts it on his face. Oh, I've got your beard. Your beard's right here.
Give me that beard back. And he starts chasing you around the bar.
Thurskel is having the time of his life. Everyone is having serious conversations.
Brooding. And he's just having a blast.
Zenobia finally gets a look at this and gets a laugh out of her because he's so silly.
Vivian's like, I don't understand. His beard's on his face.
Zenobia, this is my friend. This is my friend the dwarf. I forget your name. What's your name?
Dwarfy?
Ah, it's Dwarfy. It's Dwarfy Dwarferson. And
That sounds right.
and he's totally into you. He loves big, strong women.
Oh, Zenobia. Did you hear that?
She's like way into you.
For the first time in a day, she starts laughing hysterically.
She's so tall.
And I just pat him on the head and say, run along, little man, run along.
Hey, you know what? After we get back from Harrowstone, I'll put in a word.
Thank you.
I don't understand. You have a beard. You can't feel it?
What?
It's right here! And he
No,
he runs across
it's on his face.
My beard isn't gone.
No.
I'm not a disgrace to the dwarven kind.
I don't know that, but you've got a beard.
Not because of your beard.
It's a very nice beard. You could braid it and everything. I want to braid it.
Okay.
She starts
Get
braiding.
in.
And he just starts crying because he's so happy.
Because to have his hair braided or because he's got a beard?
Because he has a beard.
I've never seen such beautiful braids.
These beautiful red beard hairs. I missed you so much.
I don't think they were ever gone. And she's like doing
No,
it.
they totally were.
And she's doing like all these fancy braids in it.
There's whatever his name is stole it.
No, I think that was a rabbit pelt. It's not even the same color.
But it totally was. It was white.
But you just said your beard was red.
That's what I said.
Anyway, these aren't little white rabbits. These are little gray bunnies.
Okay. Well, here's some braids.
Okay. Can I have more ale?
I don't think that's a great idea.
But I want it.
I don't know how to handle this situation. Zenobia!
I just shove my glass towards him.
Thank you. I like you.
Does that mean you like him, that you shared your drink with him?
No. Pity's different.
Okay, Thurskel sees Rodrick and he looks really sad. He walks up to him and goes, Hey, what's wrong?
And he kind of like clears the sweaty locks out of his face. And he's like, I don't know if we're going to make it.
Of course we're gonna make it. We're the heroes. Dwarfy thinks we'll make it.
You guys will totally make it. Why does my voice sound different? Hey, I'm going to try out this new accent. How's this sound? Does this sound like a dwarfian accent?
It's like
dwarfine?
an idiot. A dwarfine accent.
Dwarfian.
Hey,
Dwarfian.
Hey, Dwarfy. Go and get us. I will have a mead light.
Mead light.
And what you gonna have, Rodrick?
Meat heavy. I made a joke.
You tried. It was a very good effort.
Alright, so I'm going to have to roll for this one. So evens, he takes the drink. Odds, he goes to bed. One. So he's just like, thank you, Thurskel. It's very nice of you, but I'm going to turn in. I have studies to do.
Okay, but I'm here if you need to talk. Do you need to talk? One Asimar to another. You don't look well.
I don't know if the team is unified.
Oh, we're not. We're totally not. We're just brand new. You have to give it time to gel.
You gelling?
Do you need a dwarf on your team?
What can you do?
Drink.
Oh, well, no. We need you here. I need you to guard this place.
Ask him.
Okay.
You are the last line of defense from the haunts.
So,
Do you know what a haunt is? It's a spooky ghost.
protect the beer.
Protect the beer.
Protect the beer.
Yes.
And Rodrick chuckles at that. Maybe we're not so doomed as I thought.
We're not. And if you go in with an attitude like that, we are definitely doomed. Well, you are. I'm not, because I'm awesome. Say you're awesome.
And Rodrick kind of like puts in a smile. He's like, you might be right.
Say you're awesome.
You're awesome.
No. Rodrick is awesome.
Well, thank you.
There you go.
Oh, you were so proud
There
of
you go. You've got this. We've got this. We're going to go into that Harrowstone prison or whatever, and we're going to kick those haunts' asses.
One can hope.
One can hope, one can know. We're going to do this.
I like that.
Look at my face.
So aggressively encouraging.
Look at my face. We're going to do this. And you know what? We're going to gel. We're going to become a better team. Do you understand me?
Perhaps you're right.
I know I'm right. You know how I know I'm right? You have to answer that question. You have to say yes or no. Do you know how I know I'm right?
No, I do not.
Because I'm Thurskel, and I'm very strong, and I'm very smart.
He's very strong and very smart.
See, Dwarvy knows.
Protect the beer.
All right. Thurskel, you will lead us to victory.
I won't do that. I'm not really a leader, even though that's what I really want. I have a lot of learning to do. And I think that you can teach me.
Wow, is this drunk Thurskel?
Yeah, he's super drunk.
He's doing that moment of pure honesty.
I think we all have a lot to learn. But
My brother's better than me. He says he's so weak, but he's so smart.
But you just said you were smart.
I am smart, but he's smarter. He reads all the time. Reading is boring. Have you ever read?
I read a lot.
Oh, it's boring.
I have a sister just like that.
She's this fucking dwarf just hanging out.
She's so much smarter than me.
I know, it's rough. Is she younger?
Yes,
Yes, it's rough.
and she's stronger than I am too.
Oh, well, I'm way stronger than him.
Well, then
A bunch of sissies.
I think by this time, Vivian's gone to the bar and ordered waters for everyone and aspirin.
That's probably a good idea.
And she's passing that out to everyone. She's like, okay, well, we've got to go defeat the undead tomorrow.
I don't need these weakness mints. Get them away from me.
What if they're just normal mints, not weakness? They're strong mints.
Weakness mints. I've never heard aspirin referred to as weakness mints before.
Weakness tissues.
Tissues.
Come on, Thurskel, do it for me.
Oh,
Please.
fine. Just because you're so pretty.
Oh, thank you. You're pretty too.
I know. And then he takes the pills.
Hair flip while he takes them. And so she's handing out the drugs and water to everyone, even Dwarfy.
Yay! I'm part of the group. I get one too.
So Vivian's handed out medicine and water to everyone and made sure that they all took it.
What a good cleric.
Thank you. Vivian goes around, says good night to the crew. Good night, Thurskel. Good night, Rodrick. Good
You
night.
did good today.
Thank you. Good night, Dwarfy.
Dwarfy!
Good night.
He just gives you this big old hug.
How tall is he? Is he just like in her
like-
bosom?
Yeah, no,
pretty much.
his face is in your boobs and his arms are around your butt.
She's like, oh, this is he's asleep.
I'll take it.
Okay, thank you.
And I unlatch his arms and put them around my waist, and he's now in my boobs.
Very motherly of you, Thurskel.
She's like patting his head.
Y'all have a good night.
Hi, thank you.
What do I do with this dwarf? Is he staying here? Who's this guy?
And Sariana is just like, just take him upstairs.
Okay, so he like
She
when
knows
your
who he is.
When your dad carries you out of the car after you fell asleep.
Yeah.
That's what he does to
This
to
is
Dwarvy.
like this is like the one height that would work since you're
This
since
is
you're
such
shorter.
a touching episode.
Yes.
We're a compassionate group of people.
And you're welcome to a room upstairs too if you don't want to go back to
If you don't want to sleep with Dwarfy.
I don't want to sleep. No. I'm not going to do that. I don't.
Or if that's what you're into, you can share the room with Dwarfy.
I mean, I'm not opposed, but no, he's not my type.
Zenobia gets another couple of bottles from our friend the bartender and walks Vivian to the temple.
Yes.
Refills her holy water bottle.
Yeah.
She expended to put out the only fire putting out that occurred in this adventure.
I object. I put out one of the lanterns.
Did you purposely do a courtroom comment there?
Yes.
Vivian and Zenobia go back to the chapel.
Yep.
What do y'all do when you get to the chapel?
Thank you for talking to me, Zenobia.
Of course.
I appreciate everything you've done for me so far.
Well, you're welcome. I'm going to need your help. Clearly, these things thrive on hate, and I'm full of a lot of that. So I appreciate your help during this adventure and keeping my temper under control.
Zenobia?
Yes.
Did you just open up to me?
Perhaps.
That's very sweet. And she goes in for a hug.
Don't push it.
Back at the tavern.
Does she get to do the hug, or
She gets to do the hug, but Zenobia does not hug her back.
okay? She gives one more final squeeze and then lets go and wanders up to her room.
Back at the tavern, Thurskel looks at the sky quizzically and just goes, eh?
To no one in particular.
To no one in particular.
Just dwarfy wakes him up.
Because it sets it.
Nice.
Rodrick, in the meantime, is being very boring and just reading in his spellbook.
In the bar, or did he go up to his room?
No, he went up to his room.
Yeah,
Oh, so we are staying in the...
Rodrick is.
Okay.
in the inn.
Zenobia settles down on the floor in front of the door to the chapel so that nobody can get in without tripping over her.
Make yourself a trap.
Is she guarding Vivian?
She's just sort of on guard.
But not for Vivian.
Kendra will sit by,
Well, she has to sleep on the floor anyway, so...
sit near Rodrick, studying her spellbook as well.
Y'all need to get to bed, bitches.
Do you have color spray? I do. I can share it with you.
That would be that would be nice. I don't have that spell.
I have to roll the spellcraft check to copy the spell over, but it will be fine.
Okay. We can share spells.
I like it.
I like it when we share things.
Communicable diseases. I'm sorry. Only minor regret in saying that line.
That's staying in.
Uh-huh. So, Vivian, you are back up in your room at the chapel.
Mm-hmm.
You're preparing for bed.
Mm-hmm. I don't like it when you talk to me about what I'm doing in my bedroom,
Vivian
Gary.
again?
Well, you are preparing for bed.
Okay.
I would assume you would make sure you look nice before going to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Go wash your face.
Mhm.
When you look back up into the mirror, it's not your reflection.
Mm.
You just see a man with a big grin. And you just hear, I'll be seeing you soon. And we'll see you next week.
Why are you always going after Vivian?